only one student right now. So if you are having your difficulties and doubts, can you ask those things to me?
No, sir, I solved that quadratic one. So means I did them.
So shall we start with the next topic? It means.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, we try to solve questions of some other variety today. Okay, if meanwhile those who have to join, if they come, it's well and good. Otherwise, I will continue with whatever we were discussing. Okay. So finally, board is visible and I am able and I am audible. Both of the conditions are favorable for you, Atharva? Yes. Okay. So yesterday we have seen that a plus b sin x and similar type of question. Let me write the complete variety once again so that it will be a remembrance for you. Dx upon a sin x plus b cos x, or else we are going to integrate the question of the type dx upon a sin x plus b cos x plus c. All four varieties of the question, they will be solved by using substitution. Sin x is equal to 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2, and cos x is equal to 1 minus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2. Do you want me to solve any question of this variety where both of the functions are there?
Yes, sir. One for example.
Okay, take it. Suppose if I write 3 sin x plus 3 sin x minus cos x plus 7. Okay, and as I said that when we are going to integrate this type of function, the substitution for sin x and cos x have to be written. So I am putting the value of both sin x as well as cos x. So 3 into 2 tan x by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square x by 2. 3 into 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2 minus of 1 minus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2 plus 7. Okay. So this is the complete denominator. So we shall be taking LCM, and I hope you will be able to understand that thing. So I take 1 plus tan square x by 2 as an LCM, and I will be writing that thing somewhere in multiplication with 1 plus multiplication with dx. Okay. So that simple step we will be saving our time. I write 1 plus tan square x by 2 into dx divided by, if I multiply, that gives me 6 tan x by 2. Opening the bracket, this will become minus 1 plus tan square x by 2 plus this 7 when it is multiplied by 1 plus tan square x by 2, that gives you 7 plus 7 tan square x by 2. Okay, and now we will be going for further simplification. We can write that in the form of sec square x by 2 dx in the numerator divided by, go for simplification, 7 plus 1, it will make 8 tan square x by 2. So this is 8 tan square x by 2 plus 6 tan x by 2 plus 6. Okay, and then as usual when we write tan x by 2 is equal to t, so that will be giving you after differentiation sec square x by 2 into 1 by 2 dx is equal to dt. Correct? Atharv, you don't have any difficulty to understand this line?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after this we shall be solving it further. So sec square x by 2 into dx will become 2 dt. So I am writing 2 dt in the numerator divided by 8 into t square plus 6 into t plus 6. So obviously we can cancel 2 from numerator and denominator, and we can write that in the form of dt upon 4 into t square plus 3 into t plus 3. And this is 1 by 4 outside, and dt divided by t square plus this is 3 by 4 into t plus 3 by 4. And to make the quadratic a perfect square, we are writing that in the form of dt t square.
Sir, now I will solve.
You will be able to solve this further?
Yes, sir. Now it will be easier.
Okay. So should I stop writing the solution further?
Yes, sir. Now
Okay.
we can switch on the other form.
Chai, your audio was not proper. Your voice was, I think, getting distorted. So if you could speak once again, please.
Yes, sir. Now means I was saying that we may shift to the other kind of problems.
Okay. See that immediately after this variety of the questions, okay, I have written the next variety again containing trigonometric functions only, okay. So here I am slightly modifying that. Can you please see dx upon a plus b sine square x. Okay, next variety is dx upon a plus b sine square x, or else it was dx upon a plus b cos square x, or else let me write the second variety of the problem. Dx divided by a sine square x plus b cos square x, or else dx upon a sine square x plus b cos square x plus c, or else dx upon, I think you will not be able to see here after, so let me write next variety here only. Dx upon a sine square x plus b into sin x into cos x plus c into cos square x, or else last variety you can write in the form of dx upon a sine square x plus b into sin x into cos x plus c into cos square x plus d. That means last two varieties have got only one difference, the difference of the constant term. Okay, the part containing variable is exactly same. Okay, there is only one difference of this constant quantity. Okay, and for the matter of solving this variety of the problems, all questions can be solved exactly by one way. Okay, there is only one way of solving this variety of the problem, that is dividing numerator and denominator both by cos square x, or else equivalently that can be done by dividing it by sin square x also. See, mind it well, here this type of question where trigonometric function has been raised to the power 2 means an even number, and here also when you see that this particular term sin x into cos x, when you multiply them, ultimately degree of this particular term can be considered as 2, because sin x to the power 1 and cos x to the power 1, that kind of thing. So all terms in the denominator have got same type of degree 2, especially of trigonometric function. Okay, so there we can divide the numerator and denominator both either by sin square x or else by cos square x. See that thing, please. So out of all these varieties, okay, say this first two varieties, okay, they will be forming one specific type of question, and last 3-4 varieties are concerned, they will be giving you different variety of the question. So I shall be solving one question of this variety, and as many questions of the other variety, as many questions you ask me. Okay, so I think this heading or the type or the variety of the question I am cleaning from the board now, so that I will be able to solve the question of a very specific type for you. So I am solving, suppose I write 4 minus 7 sin square x. Suppose if I write this question, integrate dx upon 4 minus 7 sine square x. Okay, so solution is we divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. And here I am writing cos square x because I prefer, though in place of dividing it by cos square x, we can solve it by dividing it by sin square x also. So both of the options are available, but we prefer normally divide it by cos square x. The reason I will explain while solving the question. So that gives me 1 upon cos square x whole upon 4 upon cos square x minus 7 times sin square x upon cos square x dx. Okay, so that is the exact division of numerator and denominator, and then we go for further simplification. This will be equal to sec square x dx divided by 4 into sec square x minus 7 tan square x. Can you apply your logic little bit and can you tell me how to solve this question further?
Denominator we will convert sec in or tan into sec. No, but sec into tan, and then we will substitute tan x as t.
Perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. Okay. So this sec square x, we are converting that in the form of tan square x. Okay. So here we write this in the form of sec square x dx divided by 4 plus 4 tan square x. Okay. That means this sec square x was written in the form of 1 plus tan square x and multiplied by 4, that gives you this term minus 7 tan square x. Okay, and then we follow the substitution tan x is equal to t. So when we differentiate tan x is equal to t, the sec square x into dx will become dt. Okay, so numerator will be equal to how? dt divided by 4 minus 3t square. Okay, and as I said that this first two varieties means dx upon a plus b sin square x or dx upon a plus b cos square x. That means exactly there are two terms. One is even power of trigonometric function and constant. So this variety of the question will be ultimately converted in the form of dx upon quadratic, pure quadratic I mean to say. And when you are asking about pure quadratic, solving it further can be done by using the standard formula. Okay, means solving this you will be taking less time. And where other terms are there, I have written other variety where both of the quantities like sin square x is present, cos square x is present, constant term is present, and the moment you get more than two varieties of the terms, you see here degree 2 and constant, these two terms are available. So this will be generated or this will be converted in the form of a pure quadratic in the denominator. Means no need to make this quantity perfect square. But if you are getting more number of terms in the denominator, and if you follow this procedure, you will be getting more number of terms here in the denominator, and ultimately the denominator will get converted in the form of a general quadratic. And you know how to get the answer for general quadratic? Okay, making the general quadratic a perfect square and then utilizing the formula again. Okay, so this is the way of solving the question. I hope I should not solve this question further for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Taking 3 common, you will be able to get the answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes. One more thing I will appeal. I will appeal that don't let any question partially solved. Okay. Say suppose you are keeping, you are telling me that you will be solving this further. So you keep your own words. Though I am not physically there in front of you to check whether you are doing this work or not, but I appeal, correct, that this work should be completed. Okay. So what exactly happens, especially in integral, be 100% honest with yourself. Be 100% honest, because if you commit some small mistake, that mistake, suppose it is fundamental mistake, and if you say that yes, it's okay, we do not share that thing, so it will be creating a problem for yourself only. Okay. Now suppose along with this, suppose if I write the term like 8 cos square x now, means had the question be like this, had the question been like this, okay, what we would have done, we would have written over here plus 8 cos square x divided by cos square x, like that. And here we would have written it in the form of constant quantity 8, and here also we would have added the constant quantity 8, and here in case of this we would have got the quantity like 12. So Atharv, you can see the impact having only first two quantities and later on adding the cos square term also to it. The particular the particular form in which this is getting converted, that remains same. It does not make any difference. Correct? So suppose even if I add 8 cos square x, okay, we are getting this pure quadratic in the denominator. So what I am doing, let me write one term like 5 sin x into cos x also in the main question. Okay. So this will be such a question of this variety which has got maximum number of terms involved in that. Okay. So now you see what happens here after. Okay. So again procedure remains same, dividing numerator and denominator by cos square x, and we are dividing numerator and denominator by cos square x. One more term will be added to this. What will be that term, Atharva?
8
Apart from these three terms, what will be one more term? When you divide this 5 sin x into cos x by cos square x, when you divide this by cos square x, what will happen?
5 10x.
You will be getting the quantity like 5 10x. Okay. So here along with this, you will be getting the term like 5 10x. And this 5 10x will be such a term. You can see that now denominator is converted in the form of a quadratic containing 10 function, or quadratic in 10x, general quadratic in 10x. Okay. So here now along with this, I should write the quantity like 5t, 5 into t, because 10x is equal to t will convert the denominator in the form of general quantity. And again, how to solve the question based on dx upon general quantity, you know. So you will be able to solve this question further.
Yes, sir.
I just check one thing, whether apart from you, whether any other student has joined or not. Okay. So let me just check that thing, and I'm there solving the question further for you. So both of us are only there, Atharv. Okay, no problem. In that case, we continue. Means now there will be no interruption in that sense. Okay, there will be no interruption. We are working as per our own convenience now. Okay. So I hope the second variety what I have written, that is quite clear to you.
Yes, sir.
You will be able to solve this question further.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So in this sense now, okay, all those varieties what I have written, okay, and those were to be converted in the form of dx upon quadratic, those varieties are over. Yesterday's your question. Suppose if we get quadratic within the square root sign, and we write the quadratic like this, 3 plus 7x minus x square. Okay, this type of question you were asking yesterday. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what I suggest, that within square root sign only we write 3, and from the constant term we write as it is, and from the terms containing variable we take out a minus sign common, so that we write it in this form. Okay, we write it in this form. So I is equal to dx upon 3 minus of, I write x square minus multiplication of 2 and division of 2. Okay, so that this is x square, means this can be compared with a square, and the second term 7x can be compared with 2ab. So that directly will be giving you the value of b is equal to 7 by 2 and 8b square, that means 49 by 4, and subtract b square hereafter. Like this. Is it okay, Athar, for you understanding that? So I is equal to dx divided by under root of 3 minus, and within this curly bracket what I am writing, a minus b whole square, that means x minus 7 by 2 whole square minus 49 by 4. Bracket close. Okay. And now if we substitute x minus 7 by 2 is equal to t. Okay. We put x minus 7 by 2 is equal to t, so that dx will be equal to dt. And in that case, this function will become dt divided by under root of 3 minus, within the bracket, t square minus 49 by 4. And now we have to multiply this minus sign inside the bracket once again. Okay. And then a very typical type of thing will come in front of you. Okay. Especially you can see this type of question. When you open the bracket now, that becomes 3 minus t square plus 49 upon 4. Okay, this becomes like this. Okay, so value of I will be equal to dt upon under root of, here this is 12 plus 49, that is 61 by 4 minus t square. Correct? What I wanted to show to you is that suppose when we multiply this minus sign inside, okay, suppose if we multiply this minus sign inside, and after multiplication we will be getting two constant terms. I am not talking about especially 3 or 49 by 4, but I am talking about in general. Suppose simplification of these two constant terms. Right now, after simplifying them, we are getting a positive quantity, isn't it? This is 61 upon 4, it is a positive quantity. But there may be some question. By chance, after simplification of the constant terms, you are getting negative quantity. In that case, what will happen? Athar, I wanted you to imagine the situation like dt divided by under root of minus 61 by 4 minus t square. This type of term I wanted you to imagine. Okay, means by chance this quantity, our question what we have written, that question could not be converted in the form of this expression, but you please imagine within the under root sign the constant term which you are getting, that is also negative, and t square term is also negative. That means all terms which we are writing within the square root sign, both of them are negative. So this is a pure imaginary situation. This situation which I am writing on the board, okay, it would be a pure imaginary quantity, and this cannot be integrated further. Okay, so without fail, you can write the conclusion that this is an imaginary quantity, so cannot be integrated hereafter. But you should be checking the calculations once again. Suppose if you come to this conclusion that within the square root sign both of the terms are negative, so you check your calculations once again. And if you are confirmed that both of the terms really are negative, then you can write that comment that both of the terms are negative within the square root sign. So this is purely imaginary quantity and we cannot integrate it hereafter. And so far as this question,
complex numbers cannot be integrated.
Yes, because this is purely imaginary quantity, no? Under root of negative. Ultimately, this expression. Okay, suppose from both of the terms, if you take out negative quantity common, then this is the expression in front of you. Okay, say this is within the square root sign, this is a negative quantity, and under root of any negative quantity will always be an imaginary term. And yesterday also I told you that integration and differentiation, these are those operations which are performed on the real numbers only. At least in the syllabus of 12th standard, we are performing differentiation and integration of real quantities, real functions, not of imaginary functions. Okay, this work, integration of imaginary quantities, let it be the work left over for higher mathematics. If somebody pursues higher education in mathematics at higher level, degree or postgraduate level or at research level, so integration of this quantity, imaginary function can be done or should be left over at that level. Okay. So I hope yesterday, whatever things I have written on the board, we have completed all those things. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Do you have any specific difficulty or a specific doubt?
No, sir.
No? Any other
I
student?
solved NCRT, so NCRT was means I was able to solve NCRT.
Okay, all NCRT questions you could solve?
Yes, sir, of the form you told yesterday.
Okay, very good, very good, very good, very good. Should I clean this? Should I clean this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are learning again integration of some new variety of the problem, that is linear upon quadratic. Integration of linear upon quadratic into linear, this type of question. Okay, so when we try to integrate this linear upon quadratic, first of all, say weightage for this variety of the question should be minimum 4 marks, correct? I should say not minimum, I should say exactly 4 marks, because the length of the solution is most appropriate to categorize this variety for 4 marks only. Okay, it cannot be asked for 6 marks because more important articles than this are present in the indefinite and definite integral. Okay, so this question can be categorized for a 4-mark question, and you should pay more attention for this variety of the problem. Okay, so one example I am writing. Okay, rather you tell me, you suggest linear, you suggest a linear function
3x plus 4.
3x plus 4 divided by quadratic. You suggest the quadratic as well.
X square plus 3x plus 4.
X square plus 3x plus 4. Perfectly all right. Okay. So when we try to integrate this type of thing, say one normal thing should come to our mind. This is the quotient of function. This is the quotient of function. Okay. So if we are having the formula for differentiation of quotient of two functions. Okay. In differentiation, we are having the quotient rule. But in integration, there is no quotient rule available with us for integration. Okay. So it is our helplessness to work directly on this variety of the problem where denominator is a function containing quadratic or any function is present in the denominator. Okay. So we are required to either check one thing. What is that? Whether derivative of denominator is the numerator or not. Okay, whether derivative of the denominator is numerator or not. I would have commented like that. Suppose in place of this linear expression, had it been the question like 2x plus 3 divided by x square plus 3x plus 7. Like this. Okay. So way of solving this question would have been entirely different. I would have told you that. Means first thing what I am telling you, always do one thing. Try to find out the derivative of the denominator of the function and check whether derivative of the denominator is present in the numerator or not. As in this case, you will be able to see that derivative of quadratic, it is 2x plus 3, and the same thing is present in the numerator. Okay. So suppose if you write x square plus 3x plus 7 is equal to t. What can you write for numerator? You can write 2x
2x plus 3 dx equals dt.
dt. And in that case, this question will be converted in the form of dt upon t. And answer is very simple. What answer is?
Log
Log
t.
t plus c. That means log of the quadratic x square plus 3x plus 7 plus c. Correct? So when you notice that derivative of the denominator is the numerator, in that case, small substitution is there and you can get converted the given question in the standard integrable form. Okay? And solution thereafter will be very, very easy. But the problem arises over here when we differentiate this. Differentiating the denominator, we are not getting the derivative of the denominator in the numerator. Okay, so this is our problem. To overcome this problem, a specific method has been designed. Okay, say what is that method? I am explaining and solving the question by using that method. Okay. I try to break up this 3x plus 4, this numerator or this linear. Okay, in general, what I am writing, please copy that thing. Express linear is equal to a constant into derivative of quadratic. Derivative of quadratic plus b. Means this linear expression which is available in the numerator, we will be expressing that linear expression is equal to some constant multiplied by derivative of quadratic in the denominator plus another constant. Okay. So according to that, let us assume that 3x plus 4 is equal to some constant a into derivative of quadratic, that means x square plus 3x plus 4 plus some more constant b, like that. And now let me tell you whether this assumption is logically right or it is wrong. What is the degree of the expression on the left hand?
1.
Okay. When you differentiate a quadratic, what will be the derivative of a quadratic? What will be degree?
1.
1. So now you can compare one thing, that for some constants a and b, okay, we will evaluate what are the values of those constants a and b. But logically on RHS, whatever expression I have written, degree of that expression is also equal to 1. And expression on which, expression on my left hand side, that is also equal to 1 in degree. So degree 1 expression can always be equated with some other degree, degree 1 expression. Okay. So now my target would be to get the values of a and b. Okay. So logically this substitution or this expression what I have written, that is perfectly all right. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead then. 3x plus 4 is equal to a into the bracket 2x plus 3 plus b. Excuse me. That will show me 3x plus 4 is equal to 2ax plus 3a plus b. Okay, and then we write equating like terms. Equating like terms on both sides. Like terms, that means the terms of quantity x on right hand side as well as on left hand side. Comparison individually of this one. So what I can write, 3x is equal to 2ax, or else I can write 3 is equal to 2a. So 3 is equal to 2a. This is one thing, and this gives you the value of a is equal to 3 upon 2. And one more thing, the constant term on the right hand side, that means on RHS, that term which does not have the variable. Okay, that term which doesn't have the variable. So 3a plus b. So this 3a plus b, I am equating with the constant term on my left, and constant term on my left is 4. So 3a plus b will be equal to 4. Value of a we already have calculated, so that value of a we substitute here. So 3 into 3 by 2 plus b is equal to 4. Okay, and this will give you b is equal to minus 1 upon 4. Sorry, I committed mistake. It is minus 1 by 2. Okay, so b is equal to minus 1 upon 2 and a is equal to 3 upon 2. And keeping that thing in mind, therefore, what can we write? This will imply 3x plus 4. 3x plus 4 is equal to 3 by 2 into the bracket 2x plus 3 and minus 1 upon 2. Correct? Means in place of writing this numerator 3x plus 4, especially we are breaking that linear in two different forms. The first form contains the derivative of the quadratic along with some constant quantity, and the second part contains purely a constant term. Okay? Are you understanding this procedure, Atharva?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Should I clean this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after expressing the linear in this specific form, then the question will be equal to 3 by 2 times 2x plus 3 minus 1 by 2 divided by x square plus 3x plus 4 into dx. Correct? Let me write this quantity properly. It is 3 by 2. And hereafter what I am doing, I am breaking the function, this integrand, into two different parts. Okay? First part, quantity containing variable divided by quadratic, means quantity containing this linear divided by quadratic, and second part would be the constant quantity divided by quadratic. Okay? So this will be broken down further into two different integrals, 3 by 2 times 2x plus 3 divided by x square plus 3x plus 4 dx minus integration of 1 by 2 times bx divided by x square plus 3x plus 4. Are you understanding that? The original question, the linear was converted in the form of a into d dx of quadratic plus b. And after converting that linear in the form of a into d dx of quadratic plus b, then we are segregating the original function into two different integrals. A into d dx of quadratic divided by quadratic plus b upon quadratic, like that. Okay? And now you see, how will you integrate this question? 3 by 2 is a constant quantity.
It is differentiation of that quadratic.
Numerator is derivative of quadratic. So you shall be able to get the answer very quickly. What is the answer for this now?
Log x square plus x plus 4. 3 by 2.
Along with this coefficient 3 by 2. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And when I write it minus this 1 by 2 a constant quantity, I am writing it outside. See in what manner the second integral has been converted. Identify the type of question now.
Dx upon quadratic. Yes, sir. Now completing the square and then substitution.
Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you try to do one thing. Okay. Tell me one question of your choice and please try to solve. You tell one question of your choice. I will also be writing the solution of the question on the board, or else at least final solution of the question on the board. And you also try to solve that question in your notebook. So please suggest me what quadratic should you write. Integration of Miss, as a practice question, I wanted
Linear
you
upon
to
quadratic only, sir.
yes.
Linear upon quadratic form.
Yes, linear upon quadratic. Practice for this current article only.
Four x plus 16.
4x plus 6 divided by
Plus 4x plus 6.
4x plus 6 divided by
X square plus 4x plus 6.
Okay. You do one thing, make the coefficient of x square other than 1.
3x square.
Okay. So you also are solving the same question by using this concept, and I am also trying to write down the values of a and b for you. Okay.
So sir, 1 minute for me and then
One question for?
starting 1 minute I will solve it.
Yes, you are solving. I am not solving that question on the board. I am solving somewhere on the piece of paper. Okay, so that you will not be given any external hint.
Yes
Okay,
sir, yes sir.
You please try to solve. I am also solving separately. Okay.
Done sir.
Plus.
Yes sir, same answer.
Same answer. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. So I am happy with this thing, beta, that you have solved the questions correctly. Okay. And I hope you will be able to solve the question of the next variety also, what I'm going to write for you. Okay, so one simple question for linear upon quadratic, and the basic concept how to solve the question that we have discussed in the class. Applying the same concept for linear upon root quadratic as well. Same concept will be applied for linear upon root quadratic. Okay, means again you will be able to write down linear is equal to a times d by dx of quadratic. Whatever quadratic we are getting, means this quadratic is within the square root sign or outside the square root sign. It does not make any effect on the method of solving the question. Okay, so while considering the derivative, we should differentiate only the quadratic. This square root sign should be left. Okay, square root sign should be left. Okay, we are not considering derivative of square root of quadratic. Okay, mind it well. Okay, so now try to find out solution of one question. I am not solving, you please try to solve the question now.
This time, any question from your side?
Okay, okay, I am giving a question from my side. Okay. We write this in the form of 3x minus 5 upon under root of 4x square minus 3x minus 9. Okay, please solve this question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pratap, could you express linear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What have you written?
Sir, my
3.
value for A is 3 by 8 and B is minus 31 by 8.
Minus or plus?
Minus.
I was getting, I think, plus.
Yes, sir. Firstly, I also got plus.
Yes, it is minus. Actually, it is minus. Okay. So let us do one small activity again here. Okay. And this activity would be one oral activity only, or mental activity, I should say. Okay. Means those two lines, what we are writing to calculate the value of A and B, perhaps we can avoid writing those things and we can save our time little bit. Okay. So see what we are doing. Left hand side is 3x minus 5. Okay. And this constant A into d by dx of quadratic. So d by dx of quadratic will be 8x minus 3. Yes. And plus B. So first what I wanted you to look at, we wanted the coefficient of x should be equal to 3. Coefficient of x on the left hand side is equal to 3. Yes. So here we take out, suppose in place of A and B, I don't write anything right now. So to make the coefficient of 3, this coefficient of x I am taking out common. Okay, means 8x minus 3, I have taken out 8 common. So now this has become x minus 3 by 8. Okay, this is 8 into x times 3 by 8. And now what you wanted? You wanted that the coefficient of x should be 3. So you multiply it by 3 and divide it by 3 like this. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you have multiplied and divided by 3, so multiply this 3 inside now. So this becomes 3. This becomes 3x. Okay. And this becomes minus 9 by 8. This becomes minus 9 by 8. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now look at this one. What was your target? To get the quantity minus 5, constant quantity. Means here you have got the coefficient of x is equal to 3, which is same as this one. Now you should try to have the quantity constant equal to minus 5. Okay. So how will you get minus 5? Means,
Plus and minus of 4 by 8, I suppose.
yes. No, but 4 by 8, no. You are required to keep this thing also in mind. Actually, multiplying these things, these two constant quantities, you are getting the quantity minus 3 only. Okay, this is minus 3 only. So addition of minus 2 and plus 2. No, somewhere I am committing mistake. Just a minute. So okay. Plus, suppose if I write 8 by 3 times minus 2 plus 2. So why this one? 8 by 3 times this one. I am taking actually more time. Okay, for time being, we just omit this thing, student. Okay, so this verbal thing we can perform it little late, because what had happened, perhaps I am missing out one particular step right now, and I am taking much more time for recalling. So it's sheer wastage of your time, and we are avoiding that thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I think from the special integral, whatever NCERT questions are there, I think with the completion of this article, at least you will be able to solve questions from NCERT book. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So for today, shall we stop at this moment only?
As you say, sir. Because it's still 13 minutes left.
No, time is there, no doubt. Okay, but what I was thinking that, okay, suppose if I start next article for integration by partial fractions, and next week, if few more new children come, in that case, that will be a problematic thing for them to understand. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Because working with you, what is happening? Okay, our pace of teaching and your pace of learning, it is little bit faster. So I can match according to your pace. There is no problem at all. But suppose if third person is joining the class, yesterday I could see that apart from you, yesterday one student Rehan was also there in the class. One Ankit Verma also came in the class. Okay, and there was one girl Mahima also was there in the class, which were not present in the last week. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
in that case, suppose if we perform all these activities right now, next week those students will be facing difficulties. So just for next Saturday we see, by that time those students who are regular, their pattern also will be known to me, and if you only are
Yes,
there, then
sir.
we will be maintaining the
I
pace
too will
of-
solve the exercise 7.3 because some of the questions were from these also, na? What we discussed today. So
Yes,
I too
yes,
will get the time.
yes, you can do that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you are already there in the group now. So if you are facing any specific difficulty or doubt, you can send WhatsApp message to me on the group. Let's say I am facing this problem in this particular question. So query of your query will be solved by me.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So see you next Saturday evening 6:30. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye bye till that time.
Thank you, sir. Good day.
Okay. Good day, child. Good day.